Good morning and welcome viewers. You're watching NewsX and I'm Vaishali Kohli. India's High Commissioner to Canada, Dinesh Patnaik, has strongly rejected allegations published in a recent report by the Globe and Mail, saying the article misrepresented an off-the-record discussion and used selective quotations. The report had claimed that Patnaik suggested elements within Canada's security establishment were compromised and alleged that Khalistani groups may have influenced intelligence reporting against India. It also quoted him denying that Indian diplomatic missions were involved in covert activities linked to the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar in 2023. Responding on X, Patnaik said the report was taken out of context and did not reflect India's current assessment of Canadian institutions. He stressed that India has maintained strong cooperation with Canadian law enforcement and security agencies, highlighting recent engagements between national security advisors and regular agency-level meetings as proof of continued collaboration. Atul Ranjan is joining me with the latest on this. Atul, what can you tell us?
Well, yes, this is a major development that is we're seeing in context of India-Canada ties. The article published by Globe and Mail has really, rattled the Indian High Commission here in Canada, and we're seeing that Dinesh Patnaik, the Indian High Commissioner in Canada, has slammed the two publications for for misrepresenting what he said in and off the record conversation. If I go by what the Globe and Mail has published, is that basically they published that Indian High Commissioner Dinesh Patnaik has admitted, in fact alleged, that the security and intelligence officials in the Canadian establishment have been influenced and have also been bribed to by the Sikh separatist elements who are anti-India when it comes to particularly the killing of the death of the Sikh activist or the hardline activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. And that has been condemned. That publication has been condemned by the Indian High Commissioner Dinesh Patnaik, who has said that the two publications have really taken out an off-the-record conversation out of context, and that is definitely not what the India's position is. Dinesh Patnaik has reiterated that India and Canada both have special ties. The two countries have special ties, and especially after the Canadian PM Carney took over, India and Canada's ties have began a reset, and as we see right now, a trade deal is also being negotiated between the two countries. Now, what is also important, apart from what Dinesh Patnaik has said, is that the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Police, has also has not acknowledged the piece that has been published by the Globe and Mail, and they too have reiterated that how India and Canada are progressing when it comes to their ties, and the two countries have maintained a good understanding. So what Dinesh Patnaik also underlined earlier was that be the security agencies or the NSA in India, they have quite close cooperation when it comes to law enforcement, and there seems to be no confusion, in fact a better understanding between the two countries. So Dinesh Patnaik, the Indian High Commissioner, has slammed what the two dailies have published in Canada.
Atul, has there been any response from the Canadian authorities on this?
That the RCMP, the Canadian Police Forces, have not made any comment when they were asked about the content that was published in the Globe and Mail. They simply maintained what Dinesh Patnaik has also maintained in what he slammed, and said, the RCMP has said that the two countries share special ties. Their coordination when it comes to law enforcement has been improving and it's getting better, and they remain committed to a stable and cooperative ties with India, is what RCMP has maintained. So that is what the only official response that we have got from the Canadian side on the Globe and Mail article, and they maintain this, and they seem to take the same line as what the Indian High Commissioner has said when criticizing the article published.
All right, Atul, stay on with me. Now, New Delhi viewers